Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Welcome to the motherfucking Bucket Show. It is so wonderful to be back. I have been away for a while. So, how's everybody's Father's Day been? I haven't seen you.
Oh yeah, you extra late on the Father's Day.
I haven't
we
seen
haven't
y'all.
seen you since then.
No.
So we appreciate the gesture. We appreciate the thought that counts.
I believe I
always,
reached out to
always.
each one of you on Father's Day.
You did.
Yep,
you did.
yep,
You
yep,
did. You
true.
actually did.
And I just want to say y'all are some awesome men.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you,
y'all don't
thank
get
you,
enough
thank you,
recognition. Y'all kind of Juneteenth, I believe, took over Father's Day for some.
Well, and then the Pride Month kind of took over outshined Juneteenth, and Juneteenth is outshining Father's Day. So it's like we buried under two other holidays.
That is also true. But I reached out to more fathers than I did mothers on Mother's Day. I just wanted to take the initiative and actually give y'all some credit because I feel like y'all are very underrated.
That's appreciated. That's very much appreciated.
It is,
Very
it
much
is.
appreciated.
Yes.
Don't get no credit at all.
Not enough,
So in latest news, I went to Walmart and saw a couple escaping with $1,000 worth of merchandise, and I was trying to video record it, but forgot that I broke my camera. And it just went all
Wait.
bad.
So when you said that initially, I thought this was a video you seen on social media. But
No.
when you said you seen it,
Yes.
if you talking about you
Yes.
seen it with your own eyes,
Today at Walmart,
which Walmart was it that you were at?
I was
that you
on.
went to?
I was on 14 Mile and Van Dyke.
Oh yeah, figured.
And I was walking out, and they had got this bag.
It was the
from
14 or the 12 mile.
14.
Okay, because the 12 mile was the extra ratchet.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
this was a
yeah,
black
facts.
and white couple, and I guess they didn't appear to be stealing, but come to find out, they had stole thousands and $1,000s of merchandise and managed to escape. I got the video of them escaping, but I forgot I broke my camera, so I couldn't get the I got the car pulling
So you
out.
didn't get the video, is what you're saying. You got the video, but
I
you didn't
did,
get the
I
video.
did.
Okay.
I am a very poor reporter. This is
Mostly your eyes seen it.
yeah.
So you seen it, but we can't see it.
We can't see it.
Okay, well listen, somebody's been talking about me and my bucket that I haven't had made.
So you stole one of my cones
I
from
stole
over there yonder in the studio in the back.
one of your
And you
cones.
made it a cone because, you made it a bucket because this is the bucket show.
Yeah,
And you're supposed to be pulling random questions from the bucket.
out of my bucket.
Out
it's
of
a
your
cone.
bucket. So today it's the cone show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the bucket show, but the questions is coming out the cone. If it had handles, it would be a bucket. Okay.
It's the Handleless Cone Show.
Yeah. Handleless bucket show. So, I'm scared to get in this bucket because listen,
So
these,
first off, where did you get the questions from? Did you just concoct these yourself? Or
no,
where did they?
my questions came from, I posted something on my page asking to send in random questions that people would like to hear on the bucket show.
Okay.
So I picked a few. A couple of them I don't think I was able to put in the bucket yet because I don't know the standards of limitations here on the topics. But anyway, y'all ready? No, I don't know. I think
rock and
I'm
roll.
gonna be bad luck with it. So I think somebody should do the honors and.
Oh, you want somebody else to pull
Oh,
it
I
first?
want somebody else to pull.
The
first
question
one.
from the bucket goes to Will Cox.
Yes.
And the
Says,
first question is:
would you take a sex class?
a sex class?
Sex class.
I would be the
I
teacher.
guess if I was not experienced enough, maybe, or
I would be
trying
the
to
teacher.
please.
Do I have to pay for the class?
If it's free, you gonna take it.
Yeah, because here's the thing: if it's a class for it, then it's a possibility that I could learn something that I don't know.
And
I
that
don't feel like
is-
I know every damn thing.
that
In
is-
any
is-
instance, I'm always feel I'm gonna, the only people that doesn't can't learn something as a dead person in the food. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Dead
This is
person
true.
can't and the food don't want to. So
Exactly.
I'm neither. So I'm gonna.
So technology evolves. I think sex evolves too, because you got to remember back in the day we were sleeping in
Missionary.
separate beds, and most men didn't eat out. That's what we used to
Eat
call
out.
it back.
Remember we used to call it eat out.
Eat
I
out.
just had to say it. I had to think of
bet you
one
would
of the
eat her out.
words back then.
You ain't eat it right.
But you ain't eat her out.
Or,
I don't- I don't
ooh,
eat
you ate it out.
Right. Ooh, you nasty.
Right now, everybody talking about eating booty. So I mean, it has
it
it's
accelerated.
evolved into something totally different. But I believe that sex education is important because it's things that I didn't know about myself that I learned from educating myself through somebody teaching me. I'm just saying. So you learn, like, we got like over 600 nerves in our vagina, which is called a vulva.
The vulva.
Yes. So it's like, oh, so I can do amazing things with that, that I didn't know, that don't involve y'all, like y'all burning
Well,
up those roses. Y'all burning the roses because the roses is reaching a couple of nerves that have never been reached before. So now we don't know how to act because we ain't used to this thing, So I think sex education is important. We are not educated as people, all races, about sex like we should be. A lot of people shun it and talk down about it, and it's not fluent. Like, I showed my kids pictures of vaginas, and they like to had a fit, but they are teenagers watching porn, sneaking it.
I was about to say, so how old are they?
So
My
yeah, they're
question.
teenagers, and they're 12 years and 15 years old. So if you're gonna look at this vulva, or on
They may
sex,
have been like, probably more shocked that it was their mother
Exactly.
showing them the vagina. It's not that it wasn't the vagina that was shocking them.
You know what I'm saying?
It was my mom got a vagina in her hand and shit, and she's showing it to me.
Clearly. And
This
trying to
is
break
something-
it down.
Yeah,
to me like
I don't want to hear this from my mom.
Yeah. That's not a,
okay, well, I mean, still, I just
understand,
think
I understand.
sex education is important.
I guess that's what.
For
I guess
sure.
that's one way to break them in and make them comfortable with it is to just throw pussy in their face. I guess.
check
Well,
this
that
out.
ain't what I did, but basically that's what I did.
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
led up to it. I showed them a few things, and then bam, here go the pictures of all the different kind of vaginas you can see. The ones that don't look as pleasing and the ones that do. So they saw how it's a variety
The
of
whole
vaginas
climate
out
of
here.
vaginas,
Yeah,
yes.
so that kind of shocked them, not seeing some
Oh.
open and closed, lips hanging, and some, but that it's natural, and they got to know it's
they gotta
natural.
see, they gotta learn.
That way
They
they're
gotta
not
learn.
saying, ugh, yours ain't natural. No, they all look different.
It might not be. though.
not me.
Might not
I'm just
be.
saying, but
Sometimes
Yeah,
it
not
might
yet,
be
not
ran
yet.
through.
you don't make somebody feel bad. So I be scared of pulling stuff because, see, my luck ain't like everybody else. I have a crazy question. Let me. Oh, see, see, I didn't want to. I didn't. The 3-year-old in the freezer.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well,
That-
I'm gonna just go ahead and throw my little 2 cents out there because I actually know the people.
Can I light this
You know what I'm
blunt?
saying? It's very, very, very sad that we're still bringing children in this world and we're taking it out on them. For what reason, I don't know. Like I said, it's just a sad situation. You know, on top of that, you know, about the 1-year-old too. RIP to, was it the Kyrie?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, about the young lady that abused and beat him to death. So, you know, like I say right now,
Threw him against the wall.
hopefully, you know, these women get what they deserve. And I mean, get what they deserve as far as, you know, justice. They throwing the book at them, not being merciful. You know, because I feel if that was a male that did something like that, you know, there's no doubt about it that they throwing the book at them. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, being an irresponsible mother or irresponsible babysitter, you should get, the book thrown at you.
And the thing about it is, you said it right the first time, mother, right? Because this girl had a child the same age as the child that she killed.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, she is a mother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
That make
she's
it
not a
that much
mother. She had a baby.
She had a baby.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
all
yeah, they-
all
right.
all all people that have kids are not parents.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And a lot of
Exactly.
times you shouldn't force them to be parents either. You know.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna make her take her kids. Some people I'm a type of person that I've taken care of a lot of other people's children, and it's more of like, okay, well, if I can provide them a loving and nurturing and a place to eat and sleep and be peaceful as a child, then that's what I'm gonna do, because it's not about the parent, it's about the child. If she out in the street and she got this kid in the back seat with her, driving with a man in the car, all that, nah, I'd rather that baby be here, sleep by 9 o'clock, eating good, peaceful, because you got people like the baby in the freezer, and that's a sad situation. Very sad.
Man, and then the crazy part about this is, this is the second time that I've witnessed, in my lifetime, but I've heard that there was a third time that this happened. The first time originally in the early 90s,
Right.
when a child was found in the freezer that was put there by their parents. But maybe 5 or some odd years ago, 6 years ago, we had the whole situation in the King home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
Just
the
still getting over that.
Right,
for real,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
right. I mean, people still talking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like, and another thing is, where was the people at that was like, the friends, somebody that was like, hey, where's such and such at? We ain't seen them in the, you know what I'm saying?
There was reports of the family contacting CPS, I think 13 times within this year. Okay, because they were and even the neighbor
My bad.
immediately next door
Okay.
had reached out to the mom and said, because they noticed the inconsistency in her parenting.
Right.
And said, if this child is too much for you to handle, then give him to us and we'll take care of him, because he was in fact not only blind, but he had other disabilities.
Okay.
And I work with disabled children for 18 years, and I am an advocate for them. Like, my pay wasn't good, but my job was more than just the pay. It was because I knew that they didn't have the ability to do what everybody else could. So
They needed somebody.
I felt the need to be there for them to make their life better.
Exactly.
Because you never knew what they was going home to. You never knew, what they were really going through. So it's tough to know that baby had a disability and was being abused.
Several.
It's really sad. Please let me pull. Please, no, not
Pull
me.
another one.
Please.
Pull another one. Go ahead.
Not me. No,
ahead.
it's not working out for me. That was sad. Come on. It's a sad topic.
Let's see. This one says, my culture is embarrassing me.
That's it.
That's it. Is that a question?
I mean, what? Yeah, my culture is embarrassing me because I am embarrassed. I can say that.
Did you write that?
Yes, I wrote that. And I had to throw something in there, and I want to say why I am embarrassed. Because out of all the other cultures, if you think of any other culture, the things that pop into your mind is nothing negative. You think of how they, their religion and how they're this. But when you think of black people, what comes to your mind? Jail,
Lost.
violence.
I can think of a lot of negative things about other
yeah.
cultures, but I get where you're
Right.
going with it.
But
you know what I mean?
the first thing, unfortunately, that is more publicized and has more views and gets more attention is the negative part of our culture than the positive.
I mean, because they've turned it into a product.
Exactly.
It's a brand name thing now. It's called black on black crime. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
now that's something that they sell, okay, in the store of social consciousness in the media. You know what I mean? They sell that to people. Now it's a thing. So we look for that. We identify that when we see it. No different than any other brand name thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's the reason why we're cussing. Because if we had a white on white crime brand name, then we would call that what it is every time we've seen it on TV. We don't do that though. You know what I mean? Just no different than when we have a black person that commits a crime and a white person that commits the same crime. They're categorized as two different types of individual in the media.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, but they are embarrassing. I feel like the sagging of the pants is, I have said a couple of things to men walking, like, could you at least pull them up to cover your butthole? I'm just saying, it's okay to sag. It really is. But not to the point where your asshole out. And
Your whole ass
Your
is out.
asshole. Your asshole. If your pants is past your asshole, then you are sending a message of something else. And if that's what you are sending the message of, then it's still indecent exposure. You are still, it's like a prostitute out there with her titties out. It's no different to me. And it's embarrassing. That part is embarrassing. I'm not saying that we have to act a certain way in front of people, but we need to act a certain way, period. Different.
Yeah, period.
Our
Meaning
roots,
have integrity, not only when people are around to see.
Yes.
We need to practice that on the regular.
because
and be
this is
that.
what you're teaching your kids. So it's a generational thing of idiots, and it's to the point where it's embarrassing. I'm saying, I go to graduations. I went to my daughter's graduation. It was a lady howling at almost every kid. And then some kids, she done lost her voice and could howl at. But the point was, our new rule is, you do a little clap or something. And why you gotta be like that, though? I say using your helicopter voice. You don't have to use your helicopter voice in every situation. Like, there's an insight. My grandma used to say it's a time and a place for everything. And we don't really know the time and the place. And we don't know when to shut the fuck up sometimes. We don't know when our pride ain't pride. It's just stupidity. You just being stupid. And you acting like a monkey. And you wonder why they call you a fucking monkey. It's because you're acting like one. At some point, you just need to calm down and sit the fuck down. I'm sorry. That was the event. Next, please.
Well, damn.
I guess she put that in there for a reason. She
Yeah,
had something on her chest she wanted to get out.
That was.
about her
I was
people
gonna say
that
something,
live
but
on
I
her
guess
block.
I'll just
There's
let it
something
go.
about her block.
I mean, listen, I hate to say it, but people act totally different. Have you ever seen a scene break out? Like, I watch fights that break out on the internet and at different culture schools, not necessarily white, but everybody's sitting there. These two people can be fighting. Everybody's in their seat. Nobody's howling, yelling, oh, yeah, yeah. They're sitting there like, these are some idiots. They're fighting. Us, oh, shit. We in that bit, yeah, whoa, look at this. Oh, she slept. It'd be like, God damn it. Yeah, you acting like, you know what I mean?
A nigga.
I'm trying not to use that word.
But I mean, that's.
Because the word is stupid. But yeah. That's why I really created the word bucket, because I was trying to stop calling people niggas. So I start using bucket. I call people buckets all the time. Get your bucket head ass on somewhere. I just start using bucket. I don't know. It's just to get my mind off the nigger word. So, okay. Come on now. Another question.
Go ahead, juice on you now. It's on you, baby.
Embarrassing. My kids keep calling me. Lord Jesus. Okay. How many children is too many?
Well,
Guess it depends on the individual.
yes,
That one.
that's what I was about to say. Depend on the individual. Like you say, back in the day, when Grandma and grandpa was, it was 13,
They was getting
15,
down, yeah,
you know what I'm
13,
saying?
15 kids
You
in the
know,
house. You
you
know what I
feel
mean?
me?
Well, I think it could be, I would say, neglectful to have too many
Most
back to
definitely.
back to
Yeah.
back, because you really, how do you get the time, how do you take the time out to get to know each individual child and give them individual attention when you got so many? You know what I mean? And to me, they only got a certain amount of time, a little time for you to get to know them before they're an adult. And then at that point, it's like, motherfucker, you don't know me. That's how it could feel. Like, you don't know me. Yeah, it was 18 of us. Shit, we all had to do this. We all had to do that. So to me, if you can afford 13 kids, okay, but at the same time, are you giving them the
And afford
attention?
ain't only fight financial. It's afford to spend the time, invest the time. You know what I mean? Because it's more than just money. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not money at all that they need. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's the right person to guide them and instill the right things into them growing up, so they turn out to be the right kind of individual. A lot of people have the resources financially, but they have no backbone. They have no moral backbone. They have no
Exactly.
moral
No,
compass
no-
that's being instilled into
No
them.
morals, period.
Well, my grandma told me 3. 3 was the limit for the household. Like, and now that I have 3, I see it, and I'm like, I really couldn't take on anymore, because they are so. I have one high school, one middle school, one is she's just leaving elementary, and it's like, wow, it's a lot to deal with, and trying to give them individual attention. And I have a dog, and I can't even do it with the dog. So more than 4 kids to me is the limit, because you can't give them the individual attention that they need. And to me, when do you take the time out for yourself? You're gonna be, people have kids at 40 and 50 years old. Like, okay, in 20 years, you're gonna be going to a graduation, and you're gonna be 70. Or, like, when do you get to live your life? You just gonna have kids? So to me, there is a limit on how many children that you can have. If you live on a farm and you can pop out babies like back in the day every 4 years, and you living at home, then go ahead. I mean, but now,
Because it is still people out there that's living like that, though.
yeah, but we're gonna have to live like that in a minute, because the way the food is going, I'm gonna need a farm myself.
Hey,
You know,
that's what I've been telling people, but, people ain't been listening.
I'm gonna be eating leaves and carrots and berries, because the meat for some legs is like $10, and they used to be $2.39. I'm just saying, it's too fucking much. So yeah, there's a limit on this shit here for me. Come on.
Oh, now you're gonna put me in the shit. I was waiting on her to do it. I was waiting on her to do it.
Pick up your
I
phone.
was waiting in her.
You're on the request line.
Yeah,
This fool right here.
I know how you
All
are.
right, man. Let me
You
see.
gonna get a good one.
Yeah, you probably gonna just threw me under the bus. Let me see what I'm gonna put on. Let me see what I'm gonna get on there. Oh yeah, this got a long ass question on this motherfucker. Here it say, could you marry a former sex worker?
Look at your face.
Yo. So, what, I gotta answer this shit first?
I mean, you really gotta answer that.
I mean, I gotta answer it first. So I can go quick. Like, probably not. Probably not, to make a long story short. And then the thing about it is, if I was to get married, I probably wouldn't know that she was a sex worker, because she probably wouldn't tell me that she used to be a sex worker, because she probably wouldn't know how I feel about it, because we've had this conversation, or she's listened to this podcast. So, with that being said, yeah, she probably won't tell me if I do get married and she used to be a sex worker. But if I had my choice, which I should, why y'all like niggas being honest and being upfront about everything. But if you knew
Hello.
what he didn't like and what he didn't, if he knew, and then you liked him so much that you knew if you told him the truth, it would cut you off from him, y'all would lie about it. That's the reason why a lot of women is not gonna come out and be truthful about them cheating.
Well, a lot of
they
men
know
lie
that.
about being married, so
But
I
see,
see
it ain't
what
about.
you're
Don't
saying.
flip it around.
Okay.
It's not about what
Okay.
men do. We talking about what y'all doing
All
right
right,
now.
okay.
I know what men do.
I mean, it could be a woman marrying a male sex porn star.
Yeah, well, you get that. You can flip it
You
around
know,
too. So
it-
could you
it-
marry a sex worker, ex-sex worker, or current?
I couldn't even. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, no. I don't
No.
know. I don't think so because I like stuff everybody ain't had. You know, I don't like everything everybody done had.
Or shit that everybody got access to have.
Exactly. Like
It ain't
everybody know
exclusive.
what your
It ain't exclusive.
Yeah.
That OnlyFans page popping.
That's all it takes is $29.95.
I don't know, but that what if the shoe was on the other foot and I decided that no, I can't do that.
What you mean? What if the shoes on the other foot?
I
If you were
couldn't be a
sex
porn.
worker?
I couldn't be a sex worker because I'm germophobic. I can't go through a lot of men at one period of time. I don't think I could do it. So I'm gonna say no because it's just not something I could do. So no, I pass. Some people into it though, you know. Some people like what's that
Bukkake or some
Kunko,
shit. What is it?
Kunko.
I don't do all of the white categories of. I just like ebony coochie.
White.
And shit. That's all I
Why
like.
gotta be white? You know, it's
That's
black
all of that.
people.
All of them categories of shit. Cuckold. You don't see no black people talking about cuckold.
There are black people that.
And those are the ones that
participate.
hang out with white people. BDSM. All
You
of that
have
other
a
shit.
point.
It's just
Yes.
fucking. That's what black people do. We nut, we give head, we get head, and we fuck.
See, that's why
of
that
that-
goes back
all
to
of
that
that-
question of classes. Like we got to do more than just, some of us do more than that.
Bukkake. The
Nah,
fuck is
I
a
don't know what
bukkake?
that.
It sounds like a German sandwich or something. We get a bukkake sandwich with no on rye. and
On
shit.
right. ASAP.
What about Now I got to bring up something.
Okay.
I've mentioned this to a lot of people, and have you ever heard of the Amazon position? And I'm not talking about working
What's
it.
that? I'm about to say, what's that, the position that you pay for and shit? They ship that motherfucker to you and shit? And the
days.
box, they ship the box to you and shit. That's what it is. You pay for the box and it just comes to your doorstep. That's the Amazon position.
That is no.
Oh, okay.
It is a
Thought I
posi-
figured it out.
It's think of an Amazon woman, and think of the position she could have a male in.
Shit, just standing up and shit. That's all you gotta do. Just walk up to her tall ass.
I'm gonna leave y'all to look that up on your own.
Nah, you can't do that. You gotta give us the damn spiel.
Oh, you want to know? You want me to tell you? Now, I've done it before.
You ain't no Amazon.
That don't mean I haven't done the position.
Oh, okay.
See, but it does take it. Now I am an Amazon woman. Now don't get it twisted. But anyway, it is a position where the male is on his back and his legs are up.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, the fuck? Oh, we done. You ain't got to play no more. I don't know what's worse.
See, that sound like a
you
bukkake.
saying that or
That sound like bukkake right there.
right? You feel me?
Whatever bukkake is, that
That's
sound
right
like it and
there.
shit. A nigga with his legs up on it, that's
on his
bukkake.
back. Like what?
That sound like some
Legs
straight up
on your
bukkake.
back.
So not bukkake, what is Swahili for bullshit?
Some
huh?
bullshit.
Yeah, this is some bukkake. That's what it is. Shit. Swahili for bullshit.
It is nothing. Listen, y'all need to explore your sexuality a little more. It's nothing wrong with trying different things.
Yeah, I get that, but you not finna have no grown
You're not about to have
man.
me in no
It
bukkake
has
position.
nothing to do
Cocky
with
shit.
being a grown man. Yeah,
In those-
being more open to sex is something.
So you down with grown ass man doing the booty up in the bed and shit? You know
not really.
exactly.
Okay,
man.
then.
So why would you suggest it? You know what I mean? So see, then that's the type. That's how you get just the setup overlay for the underplay. She gonna tell us to do it like it's cool,
Right.
and then you
Be
get your ass in
open.
there and then bukkake and shit,
feel
and it's
me?
all you old bitch ass nigga. You got your bukkake up in the
You
air.
feel me?
See,
I just when I tried it, it just wasn't for me.
you
I
tried the
failed.
bukkake, huh?
I did not bukkake. I don't know what
Well,
that
we just
is.
calling it now because that's what I mean.
No, you made. Is that something you made up? Now, if
No.
I look up bukkake and something pops up,
I mean, it's like the other word. What did we say the other one was?
Amazon.
No.
No,
That's
cold
what
cut.
I'm talking
Cocoa.
about. Kunko.
Whatever the fuck that means.
I don't think we're saying these words right, and I think too many.
Right, Erica, right? I will get that question out of all motherfuckers. Right? For me, right?
It's okay. I want you
And
to.
it ain't no better than the one that I just got either. Well, it's a little bit better.
Okay.
How many chances is too many chances? After they fucked up the first time, how about that? Like, as you grown as hell, you knew you fucked up. Now I'm going to put you in a position to fuck up again. Right? I mean, now I may give you a second chance, but after that, it's just like, nah, it's you showing the pattern.
Right.
Okay,
And
but
I'm
there
fucking
is a
myself up.
second
I mean,
chance.
yeah, I can give you a second chance.
But-
Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Especially,
We all slip.
especially determining on the level or the area of the breach of trust. Right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll give you a second
So let's
chance,
get
but-
some scenarios going on because it's like they say, it's levels to this shit, and love ain't got shit to do with it.
Like
So-
if a chick cheat on you and shit, you know what I mean? I guess, and like in a non-sexual type of way, right? If it's
Okay.
on some, you know,
I was just
anything
texting him
anything
back
below
and forth.
anything below sexual and shit. You done flirted with a motherfucker and
Texting or
said some
something.
inappropriate shit. You know what I mean? I might be able to forgive that and shit. You know what I mean? But you keep doing it again because the best apology is change behavior. And 9 times out of 10 times out of 10, you apologize for it the first time, but you didn't change your behavior. So now you manipulate. I'm a fool. Now I'm a fool. Now. You know what I'm saying? For keep continuing to allow you to operate in that space where I have to teach you how to treat me. So I gotta treat you to respect me. I gotta cut you off in that instance that you showing me that you don't respect me and what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So, and to me, it's only one instance where I feel like second chances don't count, and that's violence.
Right.
Like
Right.
if
Okay,
you
yeah,
physically,
yeah,
you
yeah,
have physically assaulted me, there is no chance in hell we will be back together.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And it's
that's-
gonna, it's not, it's gonna be a no for me. And if you didn't hit me, then I'm gonna make sure I let you know that our second chance won't work far, far away.
I kind
Now,
of feel the same way
Yeah.
about a chick if she stole from me something.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
stealing.
Yeah, stealing.
I
Oh
don't
my
think there's a
God.
second chance.
Yeah,
on
it's not
stealing.
because now what I'm going to put you in a position to do that
You're, yeah,
again.
you're
Right.
gonna. If you
You know,
did it the
the
first
first time,
time,
you gonna do it
I
again.
allowed that mean I allowed you too close the first damn time, and you don't feel sorry that you did it because if you would have felt sorry for doing it, then you wouldn't have did it.
You
You
got
feel
sorry
sorry you got caught.
Yeah. That's the difference.
So can't put you back in that circle.
no, you stealing, killing, a couple of things, hitting,
Yeah,
killing.
that's violence. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
They
That's
say,
violence.
violence, no. Stealing, no. You feel me?
I mean, even you know,
Sleeping with my
certain
member.
lies,
Yeah, certain
right?
lies will
certain
get you.
lies
yeah.
will get you cut off. You know what I mean?
I know. You know
Depending on the
what?
severity of the
the lies.
situation.
Too
you
many
know what I
little
mean?
lies can get you cut off too.
Again, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You know, if
because
you
now
just a little
a
liar,
little liar, yeah.
Yeah.
Like because again, now you go back to that
now you
repetitive
gotta-
thing, and you're showing me a pattern. If I catch you up in a lie or I expose a lie, however you want to say it, and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and shit, then you don't change your behavior, then I got to change my surroundings and
Yeah,
shit. I can't allow you to be that
Be
close
around
to.
me,
If I can't trust your word, respect your word, none of that.
So I have a question. So is not telling the whole truth like lying too?
Yeah.
In a sense, I mean, if you do it,
If you ask me a question and I don't answer you, is that lying? Because that's the type of motherfucker I am. I'm not gonna lie, but I ain't gonna answer you. I'm sorry. I don't want to lie to you, but I don't want to answer
so
your question.
is that an indication that you're lying? Because
It's
if
not,
someone
but I'm
asks
not
you-
lying because I
because
haven't said
You
anything.
didn't answer the question.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. So you're telling me it's me not telling you the same as lying. Or
Yeah,
is it not
because you're telling me an untruth.
I'm not telling you anything.
If you tell me, well, so what you're saying? So what you're saying is, if I ask you a question and you just say nothing, as opposed to
Exactly.
beating around the bush. Okay, well then that's
Exactly.
okay. Well then that's
Then what's understood don't need to be explained. Right?
of course it's not a lie because you didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't call nothing a lie. You know what I mean? You didn't say nothing, but that's slick way to try to weasel around.
I'm
and tell
no,
me to lie.
I'm just saying I don't lie. I won't lie, but if I don't want to,
But I mean, how do you get around? How do you get around that stalemate in the conversation with the individual? If they ask you something like, "Hey, so did you go to work today?" and you just sitting there like,
Clearly.
birds?
crickets and shit. Just,
Crickets and shit.
so how do you? So and they looking at you like,
Yeah.
you going back and forth like P Diddy and my man on the meme and shit. You're like,
Right.
right, like.
I mean,
So what are you gonna do then and shit? Like, how do you? Especially depending on the severity of the question, it's like, okay, nah, this is like some relationship in and shit. Like, did you fuck him? And then you like,
exactly,
and now you don't get no question. It's like, okay, yeah, bitch, you did, because if you didn't, you would say that you didn't.
exactly,
But you don't want to lie to me,
exactly.
so that means that you
Well, yeah,
okay.
And that's
So that's
what-
your way of telling the truth. Then is what
exactly.
it's not saying shit.
and nothing at
You
all.
old slick motherfucker.
I'm sorry. That's just it is what it is. I'm a Virgo.
Yeah,
We can be
motherfuckers already
either
think y'all
brutally honest or don't.
Or evasive as shit.
I'm not supposed. My grandma said, if you ain't got nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. I ain't got nothing nice to say, so I'm not gonna say nothing. Give me that bucket.
Take the
Give me
damn
that-
bucket.
Give me my pretend bucket. Ooh, let's get off the. I feel hot, like I'm under the.
In the rotisserie.
Yeah.
Lights.
Over that clutch. Let's see. Oh. Which habit is more expensive, alcohol or weed?
I mean, come on.
I mean that.
Depending on what grade you're smoking and what shelf you're drinking.
Listen,
If you
depends
drinking
on
the
how
bottom,
fat.
If you're a weed head or alcoholic. It
Now,
depend
if you're
on-
alcoholic and you want to die fast, then you're drinking cheap. I'm just saying.
oh, GP.
It's some real shit because you gonna kill yourself on that. What's that bumpy face? Let me name some shit. Wild,
Ghiblis.
Wild Hours Rose.
Like
and
an
shit
E and
like-
J.
Yeah, Erton Jerk. Yeah, your life.
What's the
gonna
other one? Paul
Paul
Masson.
Masani.
be- Okay, if you spending $12,
I remember them days.
Ha,
Rolling
yeah.
all the-
Man, going to college, boy.
If your fifth is $20.
A fifth?
Jesus.
If
remember
your
when I was-
fifth $20.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in college, you know, doing what I was doing in college, you know, in North Carolina, they had a store called the ABC store, and yeah, we was getting our fifths for like $15, $20. You know, that, like I said, that Seagram's gin.
Man, I was a young nigga drinking old English 800 and St. Ives while
Oh,
you bullshit. Like off the fucking malt liquor.
Yeah,
Ooh, you know they say gin to make you sin.
all the time,
I can't drink
all the
gin.
time.
dog, at
Not no
all.
more.
Oh
Man,
my
not
God!
no-
That I
like I
know.
said,
I'm saying that it's gonna kill you quick.
Man, it's like,
That
come on.
shit
And
is
then I
the
don't
devil.
even see how gin and juice even was ever a
ever
thing.
a
Like,
thing.
how?
Because music made it popular. Like they
man.
use our
Gin and
music to
juice.
feed it.
Juice.
Sipping on
Baby.
gin and juice.
Baby.
Yeah, so
Jesus.
that's what happens. So, but I think that a liquor, alcohol would be more than drinking. I mean,
Look,
I was
smoking.
reading.
Says an
I was
alcoholic,
reading.
see?
Yeah, but listen, alcohol is more expensive than it is to have weed because I can get some weed, spend $100 and it lasts me all week. But if I'm trying to drink and I smoke every day, if I try to drink every day, that shit gonna run me up about $150. Versus
Yes, I mean,
100.
so what would
it's
last you
like
longer? That's really what the
Weed
question
would
is.
last longer than
$100
liquor.
of weed or $100 in liquor? Which one would last you longer?
$100 of weed gonna last longer than a liquor. And the
It depends
buzz.
on it depend on the bottle.
You're right.
It depend on the bottle.
I told you I'm not drinking that cheap shit. That's going no.
I mean, you ain't gotta
I'm
drink
gonna
cheap
die.
shit. I mean,
Trying to
$100 worth of Remy,
Right.
man. Like, I don't know. That might
I
not.
don't drink Remy. I drink
I'm
like
just-
tequila.
Oh well.
So
Okay,
Casamigos.
well, 1942 then.
That shit expensive. Ain't that shit expensive?
I mean,
That shit is
Well, then that'll
expensive.
make your drink probably more expensive than your weed. You know what I mean? That's-
Right.
I mean, but I'm saying if I go off the level I'm on, I'm just saying it's cheaper to smoke than it is to drink, and it's healthier because my stomach can be all fucked up drinking every day
It's healthier to smoke.
than it is to drink. I am comparing the two drugs because I also use marijuana for my
Medicinal.
illness. Yeah, so it helps me sleep. It helps me eat. It helps me not slap people. I mean, it helps me do a lot of things. Alcohol, I could slap a motherfucker off alcohol. So the
That's
benefits,
nothing for your hunger, but it makes it worse.
yeah, you know,
And then when you eat, you don't feel like you should have ate shit.
you know, it's a possibility you can throw it up.
Yeah,
you
all
know.
of that, all of that, all of that.
Facts.
Your face break out, you know, your liver gets bad. I mean, kidneys, all type of shit. So, you know, it's
liver
like,
and kidneys.
yeah, both of them. Messes all that up. So, I think weed would be best for me. Alcohol, no. Feel like I hear,
Robot in the background.
let's go say heart machine.
Let me unfold this.
Uh-oh, that's a
He got a
bomb.
big question.
Man, big question. Okay. My partner is sexually immature. Should I teach him/her or move on? Ooh. Ooh-wee. Jesus.
How about this? I'm just gonna give her enough time to practice.
Right.
Right? Give her enough time to practice.
You know, like-
And if she don't get it right, then it's just like, all right, because I'm not gonna teach you no tricks that you're gonna end up going somebody. I'm gonna let you be the same lame man
You know what?
you was when I got you.
You feel me?
I'm not
'Cause
about
you
to
ain't
teach you
finna
shit
teach
new.
the man.
I'm gonna let you keep
Go
on
to the
doing
next
what you
man,
do and
show
shit.
him-
Let
show
you
him
keep
shit.
practicing and shit. You know what I mean? For as long as we feel necessary. But other than that, yeah,
I
it's
would
over,
have
folks. I'm not about
never
to teach you.
expected
Yeah.
this answer. I mean,
Sometimes
that
you
is-
ain't look.
so you
Because-
say, nah, I ain't teaching you nothing to
Fuck
learn
no.
new tricks
Hell
and take
no.
it somewhere else.
Cause that's what's gonna happen.
Because if it's to the point where I gotta teach you, the next thing is gone. Because I might as well jack off and shit. If I gotta teach you how to jack me off and shit, I can do it my damn self.
Right.
Well, that's why some people like, I'm not dating no young chick, or I'm not dating
It
no
ain't
young
even always
man.
a young
'Cause
chick.
Right.
Sometimes it's some old motherfuckers and shit that's
Clearly.
washed up that ain't never had the damn experience or don't even know a
Don't
thing.
know how to arch
Some
they
of them,
back.
some of them is like so fine and look, especially with some of them cute chicks.
Right.
Don't know what the fuck they doing because they just so used to getting the attention from being cute.
That's
and all
it.
they got to do is be pillow princesses and
That's
lay
it.
there because they so fine that the nigga just get is
going-
just satisfied with just fucking them. Period.
Right.
They ain't got to do nothing.
Sweating
else.
like a Hebrew slave
You know what I'm
and
saying? They ain't
shit.
got to do nothing but just lay
Oh,
there and
lay
look
there.
cute and shit.
Right.
So laying there ain't working for nobody. What you saying?
I mean, yeah, just laying there. I mean,
Just-
if that's all it is, and I'm just like, all right, I'm out, like quickie
feel
type
me?
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then yeah, but I mean, if I want some interaction, throw the shit back.
Yeah,
a little
something.
bit,
do
you know what I mean? Do
something.
something,
Something.
shit. Don't just
Yeah,
Or make
you
me
got-
feel like I'm
Fucking
fucking
the
a dead
pillow and
corpse or
shit,
something.
right.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
I'm fucking
yeah.
a dead corpse or something. Like, what the
Type
fuck?
shit.
Okay.
Come on now.
You
A
just
lot
fine.
of-
You
a
just
lot
so
of-
used to that.
Right,
You
that's like you said. That's what it be
That's
for
what
real.
it be. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
a lot of
And
females
they
they be
drool
fine.
over them because they
Right.
fine.
Oh
and they
my
just
god.
give them, oh my god, right.
Shit. I'm hearing a bad one right
Yeah.
now.
They just
And like you say, she just sitting
ain't
there
got to
like,
put
okay,
forth no work, no effort
nothing.
to.
barely even hollering.
Cause just being cute is enough.
And that's not as
Yeah,
what
right.
you're
They yodel a little bit and
Yeah,
shit.
that you feel-
Make you feel good
make you
and shit.
feel good.
Yeah, all of that
Oh
shit.
my
man.
God.
And out the door in a minute, you sleeping like a little baby in the fetus position.
So is that what y'all experience most of the time, or is it like?
I mean, like, it can varies. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, if you do get a bad one and you take her, you like, damn, you ain't throwing it back. You just, like you say, you just laying there like a dead person. So it's like, yeah, you
Man,
just be.
well, listen, I can honestly say sometimes I've been in situations, the minute I throw it back, it's over. You be like, well, damn. I should have just stayed still right quick because you just was out of there. As soon as I threw it back, bam, Be like, God damn. I thought you was going to handle it. But I guess, that's me. What you saying, dead seals is what y'all get. I feel bad. So, would you, saying is, no, I'm not teaching. To me, I have no problem letting you know what I like for you to do. And if you're not doing it right, well, I'm going to say something. But I don't know about teaching. But I do try things. So is that teaching? Like trying new things? That ain't teaching.
It's not teaching,
That's
that's
not teaching.
exploring.
That's right. That's I'm about to say that's
It's just
exploring.
exploring. You don't even know if you like the shit either.
Right.
You just doing the
Yeah,
damn
let's-
shit. You
You
can't
just
Let's
doing
try
it.
this.
Right.
Yeah.
You just gonna
Try to
open a
see.
book you ain't read and try to teach a nigga the lessons out the book. You ain't even read the book. You ain't
Yeah,
teaching
yeah,
them
yeah.
shit. You jumping down that hole together.
Like
Yeah.
that Amazon position I tried. Yeah, I ain't gonna try that though. We gonna let that. Okay.
Man, look at here.
Next
I
question.
don't, even
The
give,
Amazon.
I don't even give a fuck if we was in the Amazon. I'm still not doing that.
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, you're not putting me in no bukkake.
You feel me?
Here you go with
no,
this
no, but no
bukkake.
butt cocky.
No bukkake.
Bukkake. Lord. Oh, okay. This is We
Mm-hmm.
talked about this question earlier. This sounds like a piece of candy. Are you opening candy over there?
Yeah, no, right.
Oh. I'm fat. Oh, I'm
Unraveling
so fat.
candy.
Can you have a hoe as a friend and not be one? Oh, I wish I had control over the camera so I could put it over there. Him eating candy bar. I eat shit. I'm gonna take a drink. I'm gonna let that
Fuck the wild
question so I'm gonna let that question soak. Did y'all want me to repeat it? Can you have a hoe as a friend and not be one? I want to know it's from the men, for real. Like, can your homeboy be a hoe? Always have hoes around and bring, they friends and they friends around, and you still not be intertwined in the shits like they are.
In the whoredom?
Yeah, in the whoredom.
Good word.
Yeah.
I mean, because we are considered women, and some of y'all men are. Like, y'all friends are known as hoes, and y'all could be married. But the wife be like, I don't want you hanging around him because I know how he is. So it's like, is it?
But I mean, you
what,
got choices.
What
I
do
mean,
that got to
you-
do
I
with
got-
me?
Exactly.
Like, just
'Cause I
because
ain't gotta-
he.
So how do you feel? I mean, it's the same thing with women.
Oh, I say the same. Yeah, I've been in many situations where, my friend wanted to do something, and I'll be like, okay, girl, go ahead. I'm going to be over here, or I'm going to be at home. Let me know when you made it safe. You know what I mean? And that's it. And I'm not tripping
What about a
her
dude not
lifestyle.
want his girl to hang out with some homegirls he know there's hoes?
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, it's the same thing. Like, I don't feel like I should be I should be in the same category as her sexually. We get along on so many different levels other than her and her sexual behavior. That has nothing to do with me. I don't
that's
care
the
about
same
her
thing.
vagina at
Yeah,
all and
that's
what
the
she
same
doing
thing for
with
the
it.
homies.
Like,
That's the same thing for the
when
homies.
when she decides to go be a hoe, she goes and be's a hoe. I'm not sitting there watching her be a hoe. I mean, maybe I might be in a room and
That,
she
that
over
speaks to
there
a
dancing.
person that don't trust their mate when they feel like, oh, I don't want you hanging with that particular friend because
I think it's
of the
not. It's
reputation that I know
no
that they
trust
have.
and it's insecurity in themselves too. Like, I mean, you might be insecure in yourself to think that you're not enough at home for your mate to go out and want to do something else. And to me, I feel like if that's what you do,
getting
I mean,
into a
that's your
situation
fucking
like that and it playing out like that, just it makes me feel like the people just didn't know each other. It was a motive between one or both of them, and they didn't get to know each other enough
Exactly.
to establish that bond to where they would trust each other enough to go out and or you knew that this person had these kind of friends before you got into a relationship with, so you knew there's a possibility of them hanging out with the hoes. And why did you even connect yourself with the with the
well,
potential hoe?
10 times
well,
out of 10,
when
that's
I
how
was
you
in
met
middle school,
That part too. That part
That's how
too.
you met.
they would call my friend a hoe, and I didn't believe them. Like, I'd be like, she
And then you
ain't.
see her hoeing.
See,
You caught her hoeing.
yeah.
And to this day, I still be like, that's her business. I can't say yes or no on her vagina because I wouldn't want nobody speaking on mine. So
Do you
I
consider
can't
her a
have.
hoe?
She ain't my friend.
She does.
I was
See
quiet.
that?
Quiet. I got quiet.
Yeah, see? That's what I
got
said.
quiet.
See?
The silence says
See?
a lot. But anyway, she ain't my friend no more. We really are enemies.
So that's part of the reason why she's not your friend, because she's a hoe.
No. No. Well, yeah. Because after a while, I'm like, you gonna keep on being a hoe? You know, I will speak
You
my
just
mind
gonna
every
keep
now.
on hoeing, huh?
Speak your mind a little bit. They
bucket.
don't like that. So let me get to another question. Yeah, I can be a friend with a hoe as long as she knows my boundaries, and don't try to bleed her hoism off into my life and affect my life in any type of way. So that's it. Don't affect my shit. Ooh, I think we gonna end this. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I was
ahead.
looking at Erica's comment. She said, "Come on, sometimes you got to teach someone how to please you. What you did with your ex may not work for me. But I mean, teaching you what I like versus teaching you what to do.
A
Two
technique.
You know what I'm
different
saying?
games.
You know, I can't teach you how to suck no dick and shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's not something that I can say that I'm good at. Shit, I can't give you the instruction
But
booklet on
if
that.
she
You feel
doing
what
it
I'm
real
saying?
fast, you can tell her,
I
slow
can tell you,
down.
like, I
Yeah,
can
you
teach
can
you
And
how to,
move your
yeah.
head,
So,
like-
yeah.
So
yeah.
you still teaching? I
I
guess.
guess in that sense,
Yeah,
you're right. I
yeah.
guess thinking about it like that.
Yeah. Ooh,
So yeah, what you wanna
this
close it up with you?
last question gonna close it out for
Oh
sure.
shit,
Oh damn.
she saved this one for last for purpose.
No, I just pulled this out like a
She said,
penis.
it's gonna end it up. I hope you didn't pull. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Has the LGBTQ community turned into the people they hate? and it says, do they hate heterosexuals, and are they forcing an agenda?
I think in some ways they are. It's an attempt to push the agenda. You know, I don't feel like that's the narrative of them all,
Right.
because there's a lot of people, a lot of them in the community that don't agree with certain things that they are promoting and pushing about the community. You know what I mean? So, but I do believe that straight people are being bullied into accepting the beliefs and the ideologies of the LGBT community. Like, we are not allowed to have our own viewpoint of it. We're wrong, and now we're ostracized and almost
The baby.
Not even the baby.
What?
Crucified like Jesus.
No,
you
I'm
feel?
saying
he's talking
like
about with the baby when he said
Oh,
that
he
on
did.
stage and they crucified. You know what I mean? So it's
I
like,
mean,
you
but-
can't even speak your opinion, because your opinion now is like I got to shut my opinion up, but your opinion is cool, and now I have to honor you, everything that you say, as
Yeah.
far as what you identify
And
as.
if
But
I don't
if
believe
I
in what
create
you
that-
believe in,
if I create that
then
same-
I am.
yeah, I'm something wrong.
Then
something wrong.
I'm put into I'm shunned.
But then here's my thing too. If this is the crazy part that I don't understand about the LGBT community, when they say that people who don't agree with or don't like whatever the LGBT community don't agree with it, they're homophobic, and then they might be gay themselves.
Right.
So now it's like you weaponize being
Exactly.
gay as a straight man, and it's bad for me.
Right.
But it's okay for you, and it's not to say that I'm, cool with it or whatnot. But it's like, damn, now all of a sudden, since I'm straight, you're using being gay as a thing to make me look bad,
right.
While you wave the
Flag and do what
Yeah.
you do.
of it. You know what I mean?
Because I'm sitting here. It's just crazy that question came up, because I was listening to something, and they had a transgender woman on there, and they was, she was asking questions, and then a question popped up, was like, yeah, who are you? Who are you looking for? And she said, I want straight men. And I'm like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, the reason why they say straight
like-
men, because we had a transgender woman on the video chat on one of the shows a couple of weeks ago, and she explained how that because she identifies as a woman, she doesn't consider a straight man to be gay, because she's just as much of a woman as Shay is.
Wow.
So he's in his mother. So, and then we have to honor that, right? Or
Yes.
we're wrong.
We're wrong.
But
Right.
again, if I use that same narrative to something that is conducive to me and what I want per se, okay, putting the F on the LGBTF. Now I'm trans financial. Now treat me like the billionaire that I identify as.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Since we're just taking whatever we want to, whatever we identify as, or whatever we want to be, and the world has to respect us as such, then why can't I be? You know, we got trans age people that, you know, have different, like they identify as being a baby, and they have, you know what I mean?
Right.
Trans able people that are able-bodied to walk and, you know, carry themselves about, but they identify as handicapped. So now they got handicap stickers and all of that. So it's like if people can identify as what they want, then why we can't identify as
straight men? Because they don't like
and then that, right?
because they don't like that. They don't like that, man. I'm telling you, they do not like that. Like you just said, they are definitely pushing that agenda and everything. Commercials, cartoons, you know what I'm saying? Everything.
See, like Erica agrees, and she said, I just left the shot, and there was some steps inside the Navy Pier that were rainbow colors. I'm like, why, man? Why? Damn. Now, Erica is a lesbian who is married to a woman.
Okay.
And she just, and there's been other conversations where she expressed that, like, some of this stuff is just overboard.
Right.
My
You know,
job.
she's more black conscious than she is. She's more black than
Chrysler.
she is.
Chrysler has the. Don't we have the flag?
Yeah.
We have the rainbow flag.
So it's
up
just
with
pushing
the-
it. You know what I mean? But see, they wouldn't. But see, why wouldn't they? Why they wouldn't do this for black
Black
culture?
Culture, nope.
Yeah.
'Cause we couldn't put our
You wouldn't see no red, black, and
We
green
didn't
flag
see
up
black
there.
flag.
Right.
We didn't see Black Lives Matter flags.
But see, Black Lives Matter was an
Was-
agenda.
was an agenda.
Yeah.
That's more pushing the LGBT.
Clearly,
if
you
really
know what I'm
wanna
saying?
know.
Right. That was right there. That was right there on the same borderline. You might want to say that was them was together.
Well, yeah, because she owned it.
Same
The girl who initiated and started, the founder of the Black Lives Matter, was a lesbian woman.
So we might well say that's the same thing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It is.
The same thing.
It is.
So it's like you said, basically that Black Lives Matter
All
was
lives
really
matter, but
nothing. Really was
it's
nothing
really
for real.
was
Like you
a,
said, it was just a.
I don't
Just
like when
basically
they say
like-
all lives matter in regards to what the
What-
Black Lives
yes,
Matter was
was-
supposed
right,
to
was
stand for.
supposed to
originally,
stand
yes.
for
It was
exactly.
about us.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yes.
Them killing us.
Right.
Like, imagine having a house on fire on the block, right? And then you call the fire department, and then the fire department pull up and start spraying water on all of the houses because all houses matter, not the
Right.
one, except not the one that's
on fire.
burning
Right.
and shit.
But we're gonna spray down yours.
Yeah, because all houses matter.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't saying off the topic, but
Yeah.
all lives
I got
matter. But the Black Lives Matter movement was as the same as the LGBTQ.
They
they were
were pushing
intertwined.
it. They
They
were
were
down there
inter-
pushing the same agenda.
Yeah.
You was pushing, honestly, pushing the same agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like you were just like Mark was saying. You know, where they feel like if you don't agree with them, they're gonna cancel you. You know what I'm saying? And now it's funny because looking at Dave Chappelle and what they tried to do at Netflix, and Netflix laughed at them. And one of their higher ups was wasn't he transgender or something like that at Netflix? You know what I'm saying? And they laughed at him like, bro, we don't care. We still gonna give Dave Chappelle his specials and everything.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle helped the baby come up out of that.
Most definitely.
Yeah, most
So-
definitely, most definitely.
So
You know what
I
I'm saying?
definitely commend his push because then the radio pushed that out and kept pushing what David Chappelle said out to help the baby get back because they were trying to railroad him on what he's just speaking out, and
Right.
we all have an opinion. So listen, I want to say thank you to all people who sent me little questions, and
Say the rest of
Man.
your bucket for next week.
I am.
Look like you got a
can't
couple
wait.
more shit
I
in
can't.
your bucket.
I know somebody gonna send me some more. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready with a bucket, and I appreciate
Your
y'all.
bucket next week.
Yes, you gonna make me one.
Yeah, we'll make you
Put it
one.
on 7 Mile all over it. The bucket show.
We out of here.
I love y'all. Thank you.
Salute.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.